Hello, hi everyone. Has been a long time I didn't upload any video, and I thought today is a very nice and very good day to upload a video. It is windy, sunny. My apologies in advance if the wind blocked the voice. Well, topic is Iran, which is not a surprise. I would love to leave my 2 cents about Iran, the recent war, what were my expectations before war, and what are my expectations for the coming years. What did I monitor, what are my analyze, and most importantly, who are the winners and who are the losers of the world. It will be a very short video. I appreciate if you share, leave comments and like and do whatever you can. I do need your support. Still I am very young and very not young in age, but young in the YouTube world. I need your support and I really appreciate your support. So who are the winners? Well, Israel and USA, which is not a surprise, but to me I will say Israel is the bigger winner of the war. They somehow convinced USA to attack Iran, and that proves their diplomatic power, their influence on USA and especially the Trump administration. This attack didn't happen during Biden administration, but happened during Trump administration, and that is telling us something. So they are still powerful in the DC, Washington DC, and they have They have the strongest lobby in the USA, and they somehow got the USA to attack Iran, and for sure they are the winner. USA the winner for sure. I will say Trump also is one of the winner of the war, but I really don't want to say this, to be honest. But yeah, USA is the winner. First of all, they got wider control on Hormuz. Not at the moment, perhaps, but what the peace process, the proposal is telling us that USA will have wider control or wider authority on the Hormuz Strait, or let's say Iranian regime will have less control on Hormuz Strait. Not on the paper, but de facto that will happen. So that's one of the most important thing. But other success, not many people are talking about. When it comes to Middle East, people are always focusing in Middle East, which is quite normal, of course. But I would say U.S. win in another aspect, which is that USA proved that they don't need European allies and NATO, but rather NATO and Europeans are needing the USA. They overcome Iranian issue by themselves and help of Israel, of course. They didn't get NATO involved to Iran. NATO was not very eager to involve the war anyways. But without NATO and the Europeans, USA overcame the Iranian issue, which is quite important and tells a lot of things about the future of the NATO alliance and Western civilization and so on. So that's another success of the US, I would say. And the other winner is Pakistan. To be honest, I'm not an expert on Pakistan and this region. I'm not a close monitor of Pakistan, to be honest. But what happened during Iranian war in Iran, let's say, Pakistan proved very good diplomatic performance. First of all, they proposed an agreement, peace deal or ceasefire or however you call it, that makes happy both China and the USA. That is quite important. Pakistan is somehow, they want to keep their good relationship with USA, but on the other hand, they want to have good relationship with China as well. They don't want to mess with Iran, but they also want to protect Saudi Arabia and other Gulf countries. Like I say, I'm not expert in Pakistan. If there's any expert, please let me know what are your thoughts. But what I believe that they proposed an agreement, ceasefire proposal that makes China and the USA happy at the same time, which is rare, I would say. And on the other hand, the proposal, the ceasefire or peace agreement, or I don't know how to call it, to be honest, but you know what I'm talking about. These things give Pakistan a very strong position. Yeah, on one hand, they stop the war, they make China and the USA happy at the same time. Also, they got their Western neighbor, which is Iran, to have nuclear power. I mean, one of the article of the ceasefire agreement is that either Iran. I mean, this is what USA is telling, but when you see the stage of the war, battleground, you will understand Iran will give up, if not completely, but mostly will give up about the nuclear power, nuclear desire, having desire of nuclear power. So that is a good sign for the Pakistan. I mean, Pakistan is the first and only Muslim country that has nuclear power, and Iran was very close to be the second one, and it is neighbor of the Pakistan. But this agreement that proposed by the Pakistan is also blocking Iran to have a nuclear power. That's another gain for the Pakistan, and that makes Pakistan one of the winners of the war. And the losers, well, regime is the biggest loser for sure. I mean, they lost their nuclear power. When I say they lost, I'm not saying that the agreement in the action. I know we still need time to see what's happening, how the ceasefire and how the peace process will be applied. But so far, what we are seeing from the battleground, regime is okay to give up. Like I say, if not completely, if not 100%, but the mostly give up about their nuclear desire. I mean, that's not surprise. During Obama time, they also signed something like that. They also expressed that they are ready to invite UN and Atom Energy and other organizations to control and observe Iranian nuclear program. So they were like, we have nothing to hide, something like that. So, but the difference between Obama administration and Trump administration is that during Obama administration, regime was still powerful, but today regime is not powerful. I mean, they signed an agreement as a loser of the war. During Obama administration, they signed as an equal actor, equal partner, or like legit partner, legit actor in the region. But today they are loser, and that makes a lot of difference in the proportion. I mean, even before the war, the regime was weak. I mean, the thing starts after October 7th attack of Hamas to Israel. Iran already began being weaker and weaker, like what happened today. I mean, if you monitor Iran close enough, you will understand what I'm talking about. Iran, the regime, has already lifted a lot of rules and the law and a lot of policy. They changed a lot of things in the society, in economic, in the military, in the law, in many things. First of them, the most important, the most significantly, and the most symbolic one is hair cover for the woman. It's not obligatory anymore. I mean, the rule is still there, the law is still there, but de facto, hair cover is not obligatory anymore. You will see people, young people, sharing, posting pictures and the videos from the Iranian streets, from Tabriz, from Tehran, from other provinces. Girls without hair cover, they're actually dressing like Europeans. They are partying. They are looking more free than previous years. So once the regime lifted such law, they start changing this, which I believe it looks like to last period of the Soviet, and I already make a video about that. On the top, you can click and see my video about that, and my blog, right? So once Iran changed that things, the regime already accepted to lose. Okay, already gets itself to ready to be just formal. So to me, in my opinion, I will say regime is formally staying there, but de facto it is weaker than previous years, and perhaps the coming phase of the war between USA and Israel. I mean, USA, Israel, and Iran. The war is not over yet because regime is still there, and perhaps USA and Israel will try more to get regime weaker than today. But regime is just formally staying there, but de facto it is weaker. Well, another loser of the war is Russia, for sure. They tried hard, they provided intelligence, software and hardware and diplomatic support to the Iranian regime. I mean, Russia itself is very weak when it comes to diplomacy and other stuffs, but they did their best to support Iranian regime, I can say. Still, I doubt that Iranian regime will benefit from Russian support, but you know, it's only ally of Iran, only possible ally on the region, let's say. So Russians actually didn't help Iranian regime to make them a winner, but instead they were hoping the war will be longer, like last longer war will take attention of the USA and the Western ally from Ukraine, which is the most important spot for Russians. So that could give Russians, Putin, a breath actually. But it didn't happen, so Russians are very upset, I'm sure, and even though they tried hard, the war finished earlier than they were expecting, perhaps. Third loser is Turkey. Well, to be honest, I wouldn't call them quite loser. I wouldn't say they completely lost. They're completely staying on the side that lost the war. But there is a nuance, you know. The Kurdish factor, of course. Turkey didn't lose a lot of things, but they could win. They could win if the Kurds have involved the war. Yeah, if Kurds involve the war of Iran, that will be a good reason for Turkey to invade or take part from Iran or somehow involve the war in Iran, and that will give them more opportunity, like happened in Syria and other countries. So I would say Kurds saw this trap. They didn't strategically and smartly. They were very smart. The Kurds were very smart to not involve the war. They knew that will be very good reason, very good legit reason for Turkey to involve the war, and involvement of the Turkey to Iranian war will be one of the worst things to happen, of course. So again, I will say Turkey is the loser completely, but yeah, they lost a big chance to involve the Iranian war. They could gain a lot, but Kurds saw this trap. So that's pretty much of it. Thank you so much for watching and listening. I appreciate if you share, leave your comments, like, or do whatever you want, like I say. So thank you so much, guys. See you next time.